today. From Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, it's Week 18 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Washington Commanders.
Opened back in 2003, have a look at the link. Lincoln Financial Field, where 70,000 are rocking and ready to go in Philadelphia. And we've got a good one in store between the Washington Commanders and the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. This taken in at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. They're led out by a guy who, of course, spent 5 seasons as the starter in the city of brotherly love. The second overall pick in 2016, Carson Wentz. Wentz first play going right to the air. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down. A give up the middle to Gibson. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Shotgun now for Wentz. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Well, he and his offense were staring down what was likely a 3 and out. Zero fear from his side, though. Never doubted for a second they pick up the first. He's ready to pull the trigger on a keeper the moment it revealed itself.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing is Wentz. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Fletcher Cox able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. They fake the give. Now Wentz. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Fletcher Cox, now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. Wentz and the Commanders staring down a 3rd and long now after that sack. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to drop this one down to Gibson. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. They'll get 8, but they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive because that's not enough. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. Only Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 18. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
Well, these two teams hooking up for the second time this year. They first met back in October, week 7. And it was the Eagles who got the win on the road. So now they look to finish off the sweep here in Philly.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll look to throw. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It's a gain of 4, and it gets him the first.
The Eagles at 13-3 now on the year. They've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And a nice job there skipping away from the 1 tackle and ends up getting 5 yards out of that. 2nd down. On the counter now, it's Sanders. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
Overall, I'd have to say that was just really good team defense, because to me, you can't pin that one on the running back. He had no shot there. He had a man in his face immediately.
An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down.
He'll look to throw. Over the middle here to Brown.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 43.
11 yards for number 11.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll drop to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Eagles. A.J. Brown, halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50.
And the Eagles are on the board first here this afternoon.
Personally, for him, a great opening drive. He had 3 catches, including the touchdown.
That felt like tremendous scouting, great film watching, and creating a game plan to start this off, not only to get him involved, but to send a message to the defense. You have a lot to handle in this one.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays.
And it's capped off by an A.J. Brown touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
No return here for Wilson. It's a touchback. It'll come out to the 25. The Commander's going to retake the field for drive number 2. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change at quarterback, running back, tight end. It doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
And a lot of talent on this Eagle defense, and you've seen it on these last two plays, both losses.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down. Working from the gun, Wentz. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
On first down, Wentz looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it's second down. From the gun, it's Wentz. Throwing it Terry McLaurin's way again, and he's got it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 28 yards there, and give him a first down.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's second and 13. Wentz. Got a man, it's De'Ami Brown, complete. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. To throw is Wentz. And that is incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Now Kaimi Fairbairn for the field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing in 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Eagles offense making their way back out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC. And for them, it's no longer a question of will they make the playoffs. They've clinched the division title. The question, can they hold on to that number 1 seed?
And this is where the mental fortitude comes to play, doesn't it? Because now you're not just the coach talking about it, it's team talking about it to each other, supporting each other, carrying each other along, because having that number 1 seed means everything in the NFL.
It does. So even though the division title's clinched, shouldn't take the foot off the gas.
No, not at all. Play it all the way through. And I think we've seen that in recent years in the NFL. The teams that play and play to win each and every game, they're the ones to deal with in the playoffs.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now back to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Smith brings it in, going across the middle. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll set up a throw. He lost 6 there on the 1st down play.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
Let's go now. Time to be lying.
Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He finds his tight end, Goedert. That's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 13-yard line. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Max Williams, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. That's one of those long drives where not only do you score, but you really tire out the defense, too.
That's a great point, because now they've been on the field for a long time. Them going to the bench, trying to make adjustments, trying to figure things out, but they'll do so fatigued.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So that drive goes a full 80 yards in 10 plays. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Another another drive coming up for this Washington offense. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Gibson to start the drive. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On 2nd and 2, Wentz, and that's incomplete. Washington on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Throwing now is Wentz. And he finds McLaurin. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. On the counter, Gibson. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him over 3,000 yards passing now on the campaign.
And Brandon, nowadays your leader's usually closer to 5,000 yards on the year, but still, 3,000 yards, a good season.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Here's Gibson on the read option. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on 3rd down conversions. They need a yard here. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
They'll try and run for it. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Here's Gibson on the read option. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
And the Eagles with a dime look. 6 DBs on 3rd down. Now Wentz. Thomas has got it. Complete. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Well, don't tell any defensive coordinator I played for, but that might be considered a win for both teams because defensively they stopped them short and forced the 4th down. But offensively, they picked up enough yards to give their kicker a better shot if that's what they want to do.
Now Kaimi Fairbairn for the field goal try. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
And if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
And they run the option on 2nd down.
A solid gain of 7 yards that time on the keeper and a 1st down.
He'll decide to keep this once more.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Well, that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop it.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard.
And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 35.
18 yards, a big pickup there on 3rd down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the 1st down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw.
He delivers another to Goddard, complete. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. On play action, they'll throw. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will extend their lead here to 17-6.
So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
The Commanders back out late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Over the middle, complete. It's Brown. The Commanders going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. To throw again on 2nd down. Wentz being chased out left. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the first down.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
Wentz now on 1st down. Escaping the pressure, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Throwing on 2nd and long. Wentz. That's out to the flat for Gibson. Stop shy of the 45. Showed off a nice little move on the play, though. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1. Thomas brings it in. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. It's all down to this. Week 18 of the NFL regular season. Lots to be decided, so let's get right to it. We'll start over in Texas at AT&T Stadium in Arlington, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Geno Smith, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. From there, we head up to the Pacific Northwest. Check on the Seahawks at home in Seattle, and they have the lead in that one over the visiting LA Rams. The Seahawks seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. Lastly, let's head up to the Twin Cities to check in on the Vikings at home in Minneapolis. And that matchup all even in their battle with the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as he'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
2nd and 6. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Quick slant to Brown. And he is going to have an Eagles first down, and he's going to have it by plenty, able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
I like the call on 3rd and 2. They were geared up to stop the run. I like the fact they just hit them quick. A little slant route. All about timing there, partner.
Yeah, the timing, everything well executed. A give running left. It's Sanders. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. He'll drop to throw. Drops this one down to Gainwell. And he is going to have an Eagles first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
It's a nice job hitting him on the angle route there. Coming out of the backfield, cutting sharply across the middle. And that's good timing between the quarterback and his receiver.
Effective 3rd down play to move the chains. From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Sanders. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The tackle by Cole Holcomb. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Sanders is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Just power football there, down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in after report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Elliott on for the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it was Miles Sanders who finished it off with a touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback. First possession of the second half now for Washington. Wentz bringing the Commanders up for 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll go again with Gibson. 2 straight runs of 5 yards. 1st and 10. Wentz going to throw. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. And just a yard to go here on second down. And right side, they're going to go option here. They'll grab 3 yards on the play, taking it himself for the first down. A give running right, Gibson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From midfield, here's Wentz. He gets it to Thomas. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. 7th play in the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. To throw, it's Wentz. There again is Thomas. They've gone to him a lot. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Throwing on first is Wentz. A throw left side caught here by the tight end Bates. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. Gibson here running out of the gun. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. McCord, he's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Wentz. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now Wentz. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And the Commanders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
But with the score where it is, you're not thinking field goals right now. You need touchdowns. So that was a much-needed conversion there on 3rd down.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Wentz to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Complete. Smith has it. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And, you know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And it is good. That cuts the lead now to 11-24-13 our score. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And they'll be looking to start fresh. Just a moment ago, they were backed up, coughed up the football, and then saw it go the other way for 6 points.
I just wonder, partner, sometimes they put such an emphasis on things. And, you know, in that situation, as they ran out there, they were told, take care of the football, don't cough it up. And sometimes that's the last thing you hear, and that's exactly what you do. Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. This is caught. It's Brown. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
They go play action here on first down.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
They'll look to throw again. It's complete to Williams.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been outstanding. 7 first downs and 8 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to throw again. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football.
Second time in this game, Charles, the ball is squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
They'll look to throw here on first down. Sanders has it over the middle.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And the Eagles are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. He'll look to throw. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year.
And the Eagles add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. I've heard you use the term put-away drive, and that right there seemed like the definition of a put-away drive.
Yeah, it certainly just pops right up out of the book, doesn't it? Because up 2 scores already, just wanted to possess the football, Keep converting and picking up first downs. And if the drive ends in 3 points, that's terrific. If it ends in a touchdown, fantastic.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Complete. It's Dodson. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll bring up second down. Up the middle they go. McCord. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 7 yards there and a first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Wentz now on first down. This pass hauled in by Dodson. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
On first down, Wentz going right back to Dodson. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Throwing again on second down. Wentz. It's complete to Brown, right side. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Wentz. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Oh, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
Second and 10.
To throw is Wentz.
That would complete to Dax Milne.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 26. Wentz.
This pass into the hands of Turner.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
They'll try to run it in, going option right. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. And the ball situated at the 9. 2nd and goal. Throwing is Wentz. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
This likely a must-have. 3rd and goal.
Now Wentz. Dancing to his left. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And the Eagles have recovered.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely.
Wide receiver A.J. Brown, you see he and the rest of his mates returning to the field here.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Second down, back to Sanders.
And a gain of about 4 here moves this from the 6 up to the 10.
The Commanders bringing out the nickel package on third down.
On play action, they'll throw. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Montez Sweat, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up fourth down.
A CD, a little bit of feast or famine for him. He's had some success throwing the football, but also now he's been sacked 4 times.
Yeah, you just mentioned the 4 sacks, but you're right. He has managed to hang in there and make plays at times. His offensive line, they've got to figure it out and pick things up and give him more opportunities, and he has to help them by getting rid of the ball a little bit quicker as well.
The Eagles send out their punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return.
And Washington will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. Here we go on the next drive for Washington. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wentz, that's going to be caught by Samuel.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Wentz to throw on 3rd and 1. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution. Even though the scoreboard is going against you, you want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Kaiser White, the former safety, gets the sack. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
To try again after the sack. Wentz.
Open man, that's Milne. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. So it's Commanders football as we get back to it.
They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now Wentz, gotta have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Eagles defense able to hold. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
And it's looking all the more likely that a fifth straight win is going to be in the cards. They'll try to run some time here with a 1st and 10. They start on the ground here at Sanders. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They'll go again with Sanders. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. So flying Eagles fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And to be frank, Charles, probably not too many people surprised at how this one turned out.
Yeah, I don't think so at all. I mean, they're such a good football team. They were at home. You know, you walked in and you looked at the advantages and you saw that they had most of them. It'd take a lot to try and even it up. I just thought 2 words for this ball game: methodical and predictable. And both of them came together.
So for the Eagles,
they finish things off in style, putting a bow on a 14-3 regular season.
And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title.
Meanwhile, for Washington, they go out with a bit of a whimper as they wrap up a very trying 4-13 campaign.
And this front office will have plenty of work to do in the draft and through free agency to turn this ship around. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.